Hey there retro games fans, welcome to a bonus episode from my YouTube channel, you lucky people. Today I am going to be doing a time challenge on Toca Touring Car Championship. Let me just see it there without the light shining on it. So there is a challenge going on at the moment, so I shamelessly nicked this idea from the Retro Bear, who has done this as well. So it's from a guy called Retroredsteve, and he is doing a car challenge every month, so like best lap time, that kind of thing. So confession here, I have never played Toca Touring Car Championship before, so this is entirely new. I have practiced a few times, which I'm allowed to do, and yeah, it's not great. It's a really difficult driving game, and I know I say this every time, but it is really tricky. It's totally unforgiving, and you've got to use the D-pad because it's a PlayStation 1 game. So I think you can use the analog sticks, but I don't think it would necessarily make any difference. It suffers from massive oversteer. I'm not going to review the game. You know, I'm just here to put the lap times in. So basically, what I'll talk you through it as I do it. And just so you're aware, the idea is that I record this intro video and then I do the qualifier. So there's no, I'm going to do it and I'm going to submit the time, whatever it happens to be. It could be terrible. I'm going to try and commentate as I go round, something which is probably going to be a mistake. The best times I've managed so far are probably about 2:18. The times I should be aiming for are like 1:48, so I'm way off the pace. But you know what? Let's give it a go. Let's see what happens. You never know, I might get lucky and there might be some bragging rights. There's no prizes or anything involved with doing this. It's just post some times for bragging rights. The next one, which I'll be doing very soon, is Colin McRae. And another game I didn't actually own on the PlayStation. I didn't play Colin McRae rally games until somewhat later in their life cycle. But I'll be giving that one a go as well. I've got a bit longer to do that one. The reason I'm doing this one today is because I've got to get this video up and published before the time runs out. So I've got until July 14th, 14th of July, whichever, American, British, whichever. So I've got till the 14th of July to get this submitted. So I've got to get it done today, which is the 13th of July. So yeah, the game only came yesterday, so it hasn't given me a lot of time to practice. I know I'm making excuses here, but yeah, I'm just setting your expectations suitably low. So let's go and have a go at doing these lap times and see how catastrophically bad they end up being. Right, let's go for it. Okay, so here we go then. Just to make you aware, so I am playing this actually on the PlayStation 3. So I do have a PlayStation 1, but I just figured for ease of setup and the fact that the PS3 plays PS1 games nicely, I just figured I'd play it on there. Still using the D-pad, so there's no real difference other than just it might get a slightly better picture on the screen than if I use the PS1. Yeah, another great game from Codemasters. Another British house, another company that just shovels fantastic games out back in the day. I can imagine that if I had played this, I would have been very impressed at this point in time. Like I would have been like, "Oh, that's amazing! Look at this real video of rally cars, fantastic." Okay, let's get stuck in then. So yes, Toca Touring Car Championship, a game I never played and I never owned. But actually, you know, when I had a bit of a practice earlier, it's quite fun. It is really difficult, and I imagine that Colin McRae will be even more difficult when I play that. So we're not going to make too much in the way of changes. So the rules are single race. We're going to base it on the qualifying. We're allowed to have sunny weather, just to even it a bit. Medium difficulty. Let's pop my name in there. So just keep it nice and simple. Well, I say keep it nice and simple. I can't even spell. P08B. 4 pieces of 8-bit, obviously. Alright, and the car we have to choose is the Vectra. Vauxhall Vectra. Yeah, look at that. 295 brake horsepower. I think I had a SRI Vectra when I was about 21. Not that I owned, I had as a hire car. I have to be honest, not my favourite car in the world, but that's broadly irrelevant. That's the car that's been picked, so that's the car that we're going to use. Right, so here we go. So yes, it's going to be a rolling start. and I've got 3 laps to put my time in. I'll pick the best of the 3. So this is it. I am not going to record another one, so if I totally screw up, it's going to be a rubbish time. So I'm going to try and talk. If I go quiet, you'll know why. Let's see how we get on. Right, so driving with D-pad. When you get used to playing Gran Turismo 7 and you've got, like, you know, I've got a nice Logitech G29 wheel and things like that, it is somewhat difficult. Now, the key that I have learned in the few laps that I have done in this game is to not go off the track if you can help it at all. Because, and if you do go off the track, do not steer, because the car will just literally spin round. It's kind of weird having the volume turned down, actually. That's fine, okay. Lifting off a bit. I ended up being quite cautious in how I play this. Oh, I'm already screwing this up. Look at that. Oh, look at that ABS on that. No ABS whatsoever. Oh, I'm a little bit cautious here. The trouble is, if you go off, you're pretty much done for, because you will just literally end up facing in the wrong direction, especially if you try and steer while you're off as well. Braking. I mean, I've been playing F1 23 on the PlayStation, and obviously there you've got cars with loads of downforce, obviously very accurate kind of, or as accurate as you get these days, simulation. I mean, I'm just being overly ridiculous now, because I know I'm being recorded, I'm just spootling around like, oh dear, If I'm doing some of my groceries, I'm just going to do like 40 miles an hour around the track. And that way, at least I won't go off and make a fool of myself, but my lap time will be about 25 minutes. That's a little chicane coming up here. I did contemplate just going absolutely caning it down here and just going straight over the, straight on over the chicane. But it really, really slows you down if you go off. So yeah, your lap time's done basically if you go off. Although driving around at 40 miles an hour is probably also not really great. Back to see what happens if we go off. Oh, that was absolutely rubbish. Oh dear, I forgot that corner was there. There's a problem, I don't really know the track, and you don't get like a little sort of rolling map that tells you where anything is either, so this is just it. And of course you don't also have the draw distance. I'm already at the end of this. Yes. Okay, here we go. Right. Lap 1. It's a little over par for me. Like I said, I think the best I've posted so far is about 2:18.04, which was just the lap before I decided basically that's it. I'm gonna go. I've done about 9 laps in total, just so you know. Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! 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 Oh yes! I thought I was in trouble there. Yeah, you put your wheels off the track and turn at the same time, and you are absolutely smoked. Is that a word? Doesn't that mean good? I don't know if that means good. Trying to commentate and do this at the same time is really hard. My brain is not... I just don't have the mental capacity to do both at the same time. Oh dear. Okay, well, I mean, I haven't made an absolute fool of myself by spinning the car off, and I think probably what I'm going to do is if I put in a halfway decent lap time this time, I think I'm about a second quicker, it says there. If I put in a halfway decent lap time this time, I might give it the beans in the next one. Did I go off that? I might have gone off that last time. Was it that one? No, this one. This one's horrible as well. You have to kind of look at the signs, and obviously they're all very low definition. It might have been that one I went off on, actually. Because that's the only way you know that there's a corner coming, especially on a blind hill like that. And of course, you don't have quite the same draw distance as you do in a 2023-22 version of Gran Turismo 7. So, you know, you've got the extra challenge. It's a bit like sort of... it's a bit like driving without your glasses on if you need your glasses. Oh, look how pooting around it like. This is annoying when this happens. So I'm on a qualifying lap, and I will get overtaken by other cars, which just adds to the jeopardy. People will kind of ram you off the track as well. Oh no, it's this one that I totally spanned, wasn't it? Yeah. Just a really strange look on my face. Went round the corner there. Okay, this... No, I'm not going to say anything. I was about to say this looks like a better lap, and I just did, didn't I? So... Alright, here we go. Oh yeah, thank you for that. Oh, you son of a gun. Come on, come on, come on, come on! That's still not the quickest I've done. That's better. 2:18:45. All right, let's push it this time. I know I'm gonna instantly regret this. Yep. Just turn just as the wheels were back on the road. It is utterly unforgiving, this game. Utterly unforgiving. I can imagine that, to be honest with you, to be really good at this, you've really got to put the time in. But I think probably if you did, certainly back in the day, if you put the time back in, sort of back in the 90s when this game came out, I think you probably would have really enjoyed it. I think it would have been quite rewarding. Because, I mean, you know, like for a PlayStation game, I mean, graphically, I think this is pretty good. I said I wasn't going to review it. I've just been reviewing it right now. It is quite enjoyable. Okay, let's just go in there. Oh, yes. I don't want to jinx it. This is the trouble. I don't want to jinx it by saying, oh, I think this is better, because as soon as I do that, I will immediately go flying off the track and spin in a cloud of rubber smoke. Not that necessary thing to get a cloud of... Oh, you absolute pig! See, I spoke too soon. That was his fault. I mean, qualifying, how dare you run me off the track? That's how rude. I'm not racing you. I'd love to say I'm catching them. Oh, look, that's shaved about... I lost about 3 seconds on that. That's that sector. Alright. This is lap 3 already. Let's go quick. Oh, that's right, hairpin now. I remember this being a hairpin. There's absolutely no danger of me taking the correct racing line there. I know there's people shouting at the screen going, you could be on a... I don't know how... I don't know how people got a 148 on this. They must have played this game a lot in the past. Give us like a bit of muscle memory, maybe. I don't know. Alright then, so this is it. This is the last lap. This is probably going to be my best one. So what time am I going to be putting in? 2:15:53. So that's my best time. 2:15:53. I love to see this list here. Look at that. Jason Plato, #1 in a Renault. I remember Jason Plato. For those of you who remember, well, he was quite a famous race driver from the UK. Also presented Fifth Gear on Channel 5 from time to time. I quite like Jason Plato. He's a good driver. I think there was a rumour that he was the Stig on Top Gear for a while, but I don't know if that was ever actually true. Look at that, 16th qualifying. So actually, we're going into the race now. Look, 2:01. So even 9th is 1:41. I don't know how you get 1:41. I mean, that's crazy, and that would just be to the top of the table. Okay, so right, let's leave it there then. So yeah, great. And I'm going to end the race, and I'll see you on the other side. Well, there you have it. 2 minutes 15 and 53 to point 53. Pretty terrible. Hopefully it's not last. But, you know, like I said, in my defence, I've not played this game before. I said I wasn't going to review it. I'm just going to add a quick comment on the end about what I thought about it nevertheless. I did actually quite enjoy playing that. That was quite fun. I feel like I want to go back and practice a little bit more. That's it, though, for the Charm Challenge. So, you know, anything beyond that's just not going to count. But I feel like it's a game that needs a lot of hours putting in. Quite a good-looking game for a PS1 game, I thought. Maybe it benefits a little bit from some upscaling on the PS3. I'm not entirely sure, but certainly not loads, I don't think. So, yeah, that was fun. So I'm looking forward to doing the Colin McRae one. I definitely prefer the sort of arcade racer in terms of the sorts of games I play. I'm going to do a review of Sega Rally 2 actually on the Dreamcast at some point. Probably not in the not too distant future. But I find games like that quite tricky. I'm sort of more of a kind of drive around burnout style of a racer. You know, drive at ludicrous speeds and then have massive crashes and ram people off the road and that kind of stuff. So I just want to point out at this stage that does not reflect my style of driving outside, although some of you may disagree, those of you who know me. Yeah, I definitely prefer that style. So I'm probably going to find Colin McRae quite tricky. I've got a little bit more time to practice that one, so I will do that. So if you enjoyed that, you know what I'm going to say, please do hit that like button and that subscribe button to help support my channel. and I will see you in the next one, which I have already recorded. Strap yourself in. It's going to be about an hour of me just rambling about various things. What I'm also going to do, I think, is release sort of the main video and then the two sections which I think people will be most interested in, about abandonware and about cabling for your, buying the right leads and everything, and for your AV equipment for your old consoles. I'll put those in two separate videos as well, so you don't have to kind of watch the whole one if you don't want to. So look out for that one. The next weekend I'm going to be up in Scotland, as I mentioned before. We're going to go and visit the National Museum of Scotland, go and have a look at the Game On event that's on there, we'll film a little bit and I'll let you know about how that went as well. So that'll be coming in the next couple of weeks. So go check out my old Xenon 2 Mega Blast video, which I posted on Friday. As for today, that's it for me signing out. Until the next time, see you around. Thanks for watching.